Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today it is war between Spidey 2099 and Quicksilver. We're going to find out who is the strongest in ABX. Now, if you guys notice, these teams are set up a little bit different. These are the optimal teams for these characters. The reason being, because we got Spidey as the leadership because we want that 50% ignore dodge from his leadership. And we can put Quicksilver here on the side and have Nick Fury as the lead because Quicksilver gets 50% ignore dodge from his tier 2 passive. Both of these characters have CTPs of energy that have over 40% ignore dodge on them. So both of these guys have over 90% ignore dodge. And you need that. If you don't have any ignore dodge, guys, the beast is going to be dodging your attacks, therefore you're not doing any damage. So these are the optimal teams for both of these guys on Speed Hero Day. So we're going to be, for Spidey's team, we got White Fox here. We're going to be using her for her tier 2 passive, which increases damage dealt to supervillain types by 60% and applies to characters with leadership, which Spidey has. And we're going to be using Nick Fury for his tier 2 passive also, because with his increased damage dealt to supervillain types by 55%. And for Quicksilver's team, we're going to be using Shuri for her 45% damage dealt to supervillain types. And we're going to be using Nick Fury for his leadership, which is 50% increase of all attack, and his tier 2 passive, which increases damage dealt to supervillains by 55%. So let's take a look at Spidey's build here. Both of their builds are very similar, guys. I put a lot of work into Spidey to try to make this as fair as I could. My Spider-Man is ranked 550 in the world. He has almost 24,000 physical attack, and that's the one big difference you're going to notice between him and Quicksilver in these runs. But he has max attack speed, about 50% crit rate, max critical damage, max ignore defense. There you see he has almost 95% ignore dodge, and he has 50% skill cooldown. And there's that leadership tag right there for White Fox. You look at his gears, his first and last gear are 25, same as Quicksilver's. He has 5-star physical attack Urus and 4 and 5-star crit rate Urus. All of his skills are at 6. He has a fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk set, and so does Quicksilver. And he has a CTP of energy with a 200% damage proc, and so does Quicksilver, guys. Both of these characters also have mythic unis. One little difference though is Spidey's uni, even though it's at mythic, he doesn't have quite as many stats as my Quicksilver's. You know, for Spider-Man's here, you got a Black Widow's uni, which is crystals, so I'm not buying that, guys. Then the physical attack uni is Green Goblin. That's a pile of crap uni, but you can buy it for gold. Then you got the Elsie uni, which is actually, it's a decent uni for her, and I got it at mythic. And then the Moon Knight uni, it's okay, it makes them a little bit better, but I don't. It's for crystals, so I'm not buying that sucker. And then you have the Punisher uni, and again, this uni is for crystals, so I'm not buying that sucker either. So guys, let's take a look at Quicksilver's build. Now, Quicksilver has, and this is a big difference, guys, he has 31,000 physical attack, and that's due to getting that 50% all attack from Nick Fury. He has max attack speed, 45 crit rate, so only 5% less crit rate than Spidey 2099. He has 194 critical damage, which is only 5% less than Spidey 2099. He has max ignore defense, almost 94% ignore dodge, which is pretty much the same as Spidey's, and he has max skill cooldown. He has all 5-star Urus. First and last gear are 25. Both these characters are level 70. All his skills are level 6. And there in his passive, you see he gets that ignore dodge rate by 50%. Like I said, they both have fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk sets. They both have the CTP of energy with 10% damage proc. And they both have the mythic unis. Now, Quicksilver's uni is actually decked out just a little bit better. You know, I'd have the Electra uni, but it's just, you know, normal ranked uni, so I'm not getting high stats from it. Same with the rest of these stats. They're not really ranked up. The Beast uni's ranked up, but I really need to change it, actually. And then the Doctor Strange uni, which I might end up ranking up later in the future, guys. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to compare both of these guys in ABX, and we're going to see who is the strongest one. So, let's rock and roll. Alright guys, so here we do it. Let's do it to it, man. We're not going to use Nick Fury's attack buff because we're not going to be using it for Spidey's. We're going to hit our 5, 4. There's the damage proc. Perfecto. That's exactly where we want it. And we're going to hit the 1 and then the 3. You know, when you're playing Quicksilver, guys, after you do that first rotation, what you're trying to do is when that 4 skill has about 1 second left, just a little less than 1 second left, really about half a second. So once it hits 1 second, you wait just half a second, and then you hit your 5 and then your 4 again. And you'll watch me do it right here. So he's going to come up, he'll do his punch, we'll hit 1, cancel into the 3. He jumps down, I wait a moment, and then I hit 5, 4. And you see the damage proc is lining up pretty much where we want it. Now something about Speed Hero Day is there's no guard, so even though Quicksilver does have penetration, it's not making no difference in this run, guys. If the Beast had a guard, it would, but he doesn't have a guard. And, you know, something to keep in mind, guys, when you're watching this run is Quicksilver has 7,000 more physical attack than Spidey 2099. That is a hell of a lot of physical attack. He has a huge advantage. Now, but the thing is, he also has 100% damage dealt to supervillains from Nick Fury and Shuri's passive going on. Whereas Spidey 2099 will have, what, 115? Is that right? Yeah, 115 damage dealt to supervillains. So Spidey 29 is actually going to get 15% extra damage dealt to supervillains, but Quicksilver has an extra 50% all attack, which is giving him that 7,000 more physical attack. So it seems pretty even, you guys, to be honest, as far as the way these teams are set up, but that could be debated. But you know, when you're comparing, you always want to compare the optimal teams, at least in ABX for sure. And yeah, man. And Quicksilver, you know, something when you're watching ABX, guys, is you want to make sure in the top right hand corner is that meteor bar. Watch to see if I ever get hit by a meteor, because that will hurt your score. You know, you also want to watch to see if I miss a damage proc. And something else that helps your score in ABX is killing the mobs around you. So those 3 things are a big deal. And and making sure that Quicksilver or Spidey is targeting the Beast as well. Now Quicksilver's pretty awesome here because that 5 skill has a lot of AoE, so he takes out a lot of mobs. I find when I throw in the 2, it kind of throws off my proc, so I don't like to use it too much, you guys. But this is actually a pretty damn good run. Pretty happy with it. He freaking getting it done for sure. Look at that. So, a little over 1.7 million, you guys. Not too bad of a score. So now let's see what old Spidey can do. Now when playing Spidey 2099, the rotation, guys, is going to be, I'm going to use that 3, we're going to slide past the Beast, and then I'm going to hit the 5. And if you guys notice, the all defense down, there it is, you can see it. The all defense down will apply to the Beast for a little bit, you know, for a few seconds. And I'll tell you what, that really helps your damage, dropping the defenses of that Beast. The rotation I like to use here is I hit the 3, slide past the Beast, because if you don't slide past the Beast, you won't put that bomb on the Beast that gives that all defense down. You need to do that. If you just slide up to the Beast, that bomb won't apply to the Beast and you won't get the all defense down. You got to slide past them. And here, we'll hit the 3, slide past them, then hit the 5. There's that damage proc. He's going to slam down, you're going to hit the 4, and then when there's about 3 seconds left on the 5th skill, I hit the 1. When there's 1 second left on the 5th skill, I hit the 3, slide past the Beast, and then I hit the 5, and try to get the damage proc back on the 5. You see what I'm doing, a little far away there. Targeting got off just a little bit, but that's alright. But look at the score this guy's putting up. He has 7,000 less physical attack. I mean, he does have 15% more damage dealt to supervillains, but still. That's crazy, guys. I mean, look at this dude. And I will say one thing. I think that this guy is actually, at least in ABX, easier to keep the proc where you want it. I really, personally, guys, like from my experience, I really don't think Quicksilver is all that difficult to keep the proc where it belongs. But I do think that Spidey 2099, it's easier. It's definitely easier. At least for me. You know, let me know if it is for you guys, but it just seems easier to me. And I really wanted to try this little comparison because these are, I mean, Quicksilver is a total powerhouse. He is one of my go-tos when I'm taking on Proxima or taking on Corvus or even Thanos, man. He is a freaking monstrosity. And, you know, we all, you know, Spidey 29, you know, got this huge upgrade by getting this uniform. And I just wanted to see what a well-built Spidey 2099 could do against a powerhouse like Quicksilver. You know, both being speed characters. And yeah, man, you guys can see that this dude is ridiculous. He is ridiculous. I mean, judging from what I'm seeing right now, he's going to pass up Quicksilver, man. He's going to beat Quicksilver. Let's register that in your minds a little bit. That is insane. How? This just, I honestly, when I first started playing with this uniform, he just beat the score, Quicksilver score. When I first started playing with this uniform, I knew it was super strong, but I did not think it was going to be Quicksilver. I'm not going to lie to any of you guys. I really didn't think it would. But look at this thing. Look at it. This is nuts. It is destroying Quicksilver. Holy crap. Over 1 point, almost near 2 million, guys. That's a huge difference, over 200,000 difference in the score. So let me know what you think about this. And if you guys would like to see a World Boss Ultimate comparison. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.